All right, and we are live. Hello, hello, and welcome everybody to our second show of 2021 and to what has been a long week. I mean, what happened on Wednesday, January 6th, felt like 6 months worth of news. What the country really witnessed was an insurrection in our nation's capital by Trump supporters, and thankfully, that whole plan failed. Biden and Kamala Harris were certified by Congress in the wee hours of the morning. So, but a lot of work still needs to be done in this country to dismantle the inequality that we have. But sticking to my promise of keeping the show for January motivational, I'm not going to talk about politics in January, but I want to talk about motivation, about working out, and how we can really kick off 2021 in a proper way. I had to bring on celebrity trainer Ngo Okafor to the show. Now, if your goal for 2021 is to get rid of lockdown love handles, Thanksgiving tummies, or Christmas pie pies, this is the show you need to be watching or listening to on podcast. Ngo is a two-time Golden Gloves boxing champion and the owner and founder of Iconoclast Fitness studio in New York. And where he works, his whole idea, everything that he's come up with is what New York City calls where the elite come to break a sweat. Welcome to the show, Ngo.
Thank you. Thank you, Obi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm excited to have you on the show. And thank you for tuning in, everybody. Welcome. My name is Obi, and this is the News with Obi, where we talk about all things politics happening in our local community and around the world. All right, all right. Thank you once again for taking your Friday evening out to be on the show. I want to dive right into it because we have a lot that we want to talk about today. But first of all, talk to us about your journey from Nigeria to the man that we know today as a husband to our beautiful sis Kendra, father of two-time Golden Glove champion, owner and founder of Iconoclast Fitness, and creator of We Fit Match app. Talk to us about how this whole journey has been for you, how it started.
Um, I don't think you have enough time for the whole story, but I I was born in the U.S., but I was about a year and a half. We moved home because my dad was getting his PhD. Once he was done, he wanted us to move home and grow up in Nigeria. I grew up in Enugu till I was 18. And when I was 18, I wanted to, do something different. I wanted to start my life as an adult. I wanted to get out from under my parents' shadow and create my own story, my own future. So I came to the U.S. alone and went to college, started working. I started computer science and started working as an IT specialist, doing the thing that our parents always want us to do: go get a job, get insurance, do all the safe things that you're supposed to do.
Right.
But it wasn't what I really wanted to do, wasn't what made me happy. So I actually got hired by a company in New York to be one of the IT guys.
Mhm.
And about 6 months in, I get laid off from the company, and I just decided I'm in New York. I don't want to keep doing the corporate thing. Like I'm here in New York. It's like the land of dreams, the lands of the hustlers. So I wanted to do everything that I dreamt of doing.
Right.
And so I wanted to try modeling because I was like, I look at magazines and I see these guys in it. I'm like, I could do that. So I met a photographer in the gym and I asked him to take some pictures. He took pictures and I took them to agencies. In the beginning, they said no, but I kept trying, I kept working, but eventually I had an agent that decided I wanted to take me on. So that's how I started my modeling career. I had a really successful modeling career, and then I started doing commercials, then started going into acting, doing a lot of acting work. I actually worked with Obi Emelonye, the Nigerian director. We worked on a film called Oxford Gardens. We shot it in London, and
Nice.
that was a lot of fun. It was actually my movie. Like he wanted me for the role.
Around you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
that was a lot of fun to work with him. We shot it in London, and then I came back and I felt like I wanted. Like fitness was always my dream, my passion. So I wanted to put all of my energy into it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did, things just really picked up.
Yeah.
And like my career picked up. I got really busy with clients, started getting a lot of high profile clients. And in 2018, it was always a dream of mine to own my own gym. And I was always, making moves to buy a gym, but tried different ways. It didn't work. And finally, I got an offer from a trainer who was, looking to get out of his situation because of financial reasons. And I was able to come in and take it over. But
so
before
what point did your boxing career actually pick up in between all of this?
Well, it was actually in 2005, October 2005. I was 31, and I always wanted to play sports as a kid, but both of my parents were teachers. My dad was a professor, my mom was a high school teacher, so none of them were, into. It was about school.
Niger parents, anyway.
Niger parents don't do. They're not into you playing exactly. No. So, at 31, I was, boxing like most people do. Just doing it for cardio, for exercise. But I noticed that I was getting really good at it, and people who really were boxers kept telling me, "Listen, you're good at this. You should try it." And I'm just like, listen, I have a modeling career. I'm not gonna go mess up my face, for something that I didn't know that I was really good at.
Right.
But as I kept doing it and getting better, I was like, wow, this could be something.
Yeah.
Like it could be my a way for me to fulfill my dream of playing sports at a high level, because I always knew that I was athletic, but I just didn't know. I just didn't have an outlet for it. So as this continued to happen, I was like, well, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe this is a gift that I'm shunning. So I decided to try it, to take it on. And I met this guy. He was boxing, and he's just like, listen, I'll take you to my trainer. I'll introduce you to my trainer. And that's how I started. I was there. I was in the gym every day training. I just fell in love with it. And I just kept doing it every single day and getting better and improving.
Did this derail your modeling career?
It didn't. Like one thing about me is I do things that make me happy. So if I didn't care. Once I fell in love with it, I didn't care if it derailed my modeling career or not. Like I just knew that this is something I had to do.
Yeah.
I had to see it all the way through, and if it didn't work, I can always go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it worked out that I was good at it, and I could do both together.
Yeah. That's a
And
great mindset to have, right? Just would you say your training over the years has actually also helped you with a lot of discipline, not just with working out, but just business in general as well?
well, I wouldn't, it's not necessarily my training. It was it was my pursuit of happiness,
Mm,
and
okay.
another gift that I have is like I'm like my work ethic and my mental toughness is I discovered was second to none. Not very people. Not many people would want to work as hard as I do,
Mm,
so I discovered that, and I knew that if I put my 1000% into this, I could make something of it. And boxing actually helped me solidify or cement this fact in my mind, because I would, boxing is it's a dangerous sport.
right.
Like you can get killed
Right.
even just in sparring. So me throwing myself into it and really showing up every day and working hard and getting better.
Yeah.
And even on days that I would spar and I would get my ass kicked, I still wanted to go back and learn and
Mm,
get better,
hmm.
and that was the difference, just learning that I can defy the odds
Yeah.
and push through adversity of hard, dangerous training, just taught me that I could do anything.
Yeah. So now, speaking of being able to do anything and persevering, with COVID, it shut down a lot of businesses. A lot of
Hmm.
gyms are still at a minimum capacity.
Yeah.
How were you able to keep your studio open this whole time?
I mean, Niger man.
Correct.
So we don't, like we just have this toughness that most people don't have, and I just refuse to give up. And one thing I learned early in this business is 99% of people that walk into gyms want to look good and
True.
want to look better.
True.
So I focus, you have a lot of trainers who are like, oh, I'm going to help you move better. I'm going to help fix your injuries. I'm going to help fix this, fix that. No, I'm just going to I think about it like, like a bear goes and sits, hangs out in the area where all this like thousands of salmon are flowing through,
Hmm.
and they just hang out and just eat. So for me, I'm just like, why would I pigeonhole myself and do something like where, focus on an area where just a subset of the market lives? I would rather just go and, work with the masses.
Yeah.
So I created a pro training program, a series of training programs that focus on getting people to look good quickly.
Right.
And that is that is what saved my business, because
Mm.
people see my before and after pictures and they just were like, they're like, listen, I want to come train with you. So we
Speaking of
pivoted.
before and after, I'm gonna post some while you're talking
Yeah,
about it. Yeah. So this is a 28, day transformation,
transformation. Yeah.
which in 28 days, I think for me, if I want to do a 28-day program on my own, I'm still trying to get my metabolism to even kick up. So how did you come up? Because these results are unbelievable. Like
Hmm.
how did you come up with it, and what is the secret to being for someone to be successful on this 28-day program?
Well, I've been working out since I was 14. So I've tried every program that anybody can ever think of, heavyweight, lightweight, all of it, different nutrition ideas. And I found exact what gets people the ability to build muscle and burn as many calories as possible at the same time in the same workout. And that is so that's the workout piece of it. So it's the pace, like circuit training, there's the pace of it. So it's like back to back to back to back to back exercises, a lot of cardio, and then there's a nutrition portion that goes along with it too. So these are all things that I've tested on myself, and then I tested on my clients, and I've come up with my own sort of science, so to speak, that I've tested over 10 years, and it has worked.
And how do you
every
assess?
single time?
Yeah, how do you assess people that you take on this program? I would assume not everybody will be qualified to be in it. Does it
Everybody's qualified to be in it.
Okay.
Like, as long as you can move.
Okay.
We can start you we start you wherever you are, and then we start to bring you up, because the human body is not a scale. It doesn't know how much weight you're lifting. It doesn't know how fast you're running. It doesn't know any of that. All the human body responds to is stress. So depending on the kind of stress you put on the body, it triggers weight loss or building muscle. So my program triggers both. So it lives on that fine line between both. So you build muscle and burn fat at the same time.
And that's what the program is. Does this require working out every day?
For the transformation programs, yes.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a 14-day or 28-day program, you're working out for 28 days. I have active rest days. So for example, the 28-day program, you would train like Monday through Friday. You would do strength training and do cardio also, and then Saturday and Sunday you would do just an hour of cardio on each day. So those would be your rests or recovery days, where you're still working out.
That's awesome. I might be hitting you up soon so I can
listen. Please do. Like, there's nothing I love better to do than to transform people and show people like you can be anything you want to be. All it takes is just you unlocking your mind. If you believe in it and let your mind go, you can achieve anything.
That's awesome.
If I can start boxing at 31 and become a Golden Glove champion at 33, and then win it again at 34, and beat guys who've been boxing their whole lives. They started at the age of 10, boxed their whole lives. Young kids. I fought a guy who was half my age when I was 34, and beat him easily. Wow. So it's all about your mental state. If you're open and let yourself go, there's nothing you can't achieve.
Now, in terms of the 28, because I'm really trying to get people to understand that want to join the program. In terms of the 28-day transformation, is it connected to the We Fit match, or is that
Fit Match was an app that I created to connect people to talk to each other and share ideas and share workouts. So if they travel somewhere, they don't know anybody, they get on the app and they can find a community.
Right. Okay.
So it's different. They're separate things. Like, my 28-day program is a training program.
Okay.
Fit Match is a connection app.
And with the 28-day program, people that are not in New York, is it like a video you send them every day, or
they would for the 28-day program, like any of my transformation programs right now, you can download a PDF on my website, NgoOkafor.com, and it is an ebook. It has everything from the history of the program, what the program actually is, inspiration, motivation, nutrition, the nutrition part of the program. And also actually has like pictures, like food ideas, food samples, So everything you need to succeed are in that
In that
in the ebook. Yeah, the ebook. Yeah.
Okay. Now with this this is awesome because again, people can come back and rewatch this, and this is going to be up on podcast. So I want people to be able to go back and listen, or even get onto, because I have your Instagram and your Facebook on here so they
Mm-hmm.
can actually follow. With this being January, we know that a lot of people have New Year resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Which most likely, I mean, gyms are open. Usually, gyms are packed the first 2 months
Mm-hmm.
of the year, and it starts falling off in March.
If
How,
if they make it too
if
much.
they make it too much? So how are people going to be able to stay motivated? And some people have vowed that they're not going back to the gym. I know
Mm-hmm.
myself. I've been, I run a lot outside. I do workouts at home. So how can people stay motivated, especially now when we have limited gyms open and stuff like that, and COVID going on?
Well, there are websites, there are apps that offer programs that you can do at home. You have Peloton, you have the Apple app, you have the Nike app. I'm actually working on my own subscription portal where you can get all of my workouts. And that one's going to launch within the next month.
Okay.
And I gotta
Correct.
have work. Thank you. I have short workouts, like 10 minutes and under. I have 15-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute workouts, an hour workout. And so these are things, these are workouts you can do if you have time, just a little bit. If you have 10 minutes, you're like, all right, I don't have 10 minutes to work out. Boom, I have a workout that you can burn a ton of calories in 10 minutes. I have longer ones if you have more time. But it's all about just moving. A lot of times what kills people and what makes people not keep up with their resolution year round is that they set massive goals that are just intimidating.
Right.
Like your goal, if you've never moved, you've never done anything, just set a 10-minute goal.
Right.
Just do something for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then as when the 10 minutes become easy, go to 11 minutes, 12 minutes. Before you know it, you're at 15 minutes, you're at 20 minutes, you're at 30 minutes. But you go from zero to working out an hour a day. You do that for 3 days and you're like, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this again. It's too hard, because it is too hard.
It is.
You have to build up the stamina to get to that point. Just start with 10 minutes. I guarantee you, if someone who's never moved moves for just 10 minutes a day, they're going to see results.
That's true. And, workouts, I know people sometimes stay in the gym for hours. Like when I'm training for Spartan races, I'm usually in the gym for 3 hours. Is that even necessary?
No.
Right.
Like, I don't care what you're like. If you go in focused, you don't touch your phone, you are not on Instagram, you're not scrolling looking for the best song, the best video to motivate you, trying to take a selfie, post workout pictures. You'll be in the gym in and out in 1 hour.
And get a good workout, of course.
A great workout.
Yeah.
And your intensity, you actually get a better workout because your intensity will be higher.
Exactly. Wow. If you guys have any questions for Ngo, type it in. If you want to hit him up, hello F4, I see F4 was saying hello. Or if you want to hit him up later on his Instagram or Facebook, I have all that scrolling at the bottom. Let's not let 2021 get past us. Now that we know what COVID is about, we can plan a little better, I want to say. So let's not let 2021 go by and we not really meet our goals this time. So please hit Ngo up. He's the real deal. With any kind of, even if you don't live in New York City, I'm sure he can.
Like I have, sorry to interrupt you. Like I have people that either that do one-on-one with me virtually. We do FaceTime. on either FaceTime sessions, WhatsApp sessions, Zoom sessions,
Okay.
with people. I had clients. I had a girl who lived in China
Oh, wow.
that I trained. I have a client that lives in Italy. I have a client that lives in London, Norway. So no matter, even if you're in Nigeria, like we can train from here to Nigeria. It's only a 6 hour difference.
Different, right?
It's not that big of a deal. We'll figure out schedules and we'll make it work. Or you can download the ebook and do the program. You can email me. You can text me. I mean, not text me, but you can
Reach
send me
out.
a DM. You can reach me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll gladly answer any question people have, because I feel that fitness should be for everybody. Like it's about, I look at fitness as sanity and vanity. Like it helps us look great, but it makes us feel good. Like it's a stressful world that we live in right now. Working out helps us get it out,
Yeah.
and a lot of times we feel that as Black people that we don't have any control, of the world around us.
Yeah.
Working out and your health and your body is something that you can control.
Right.
So if you take hold of one thing and control one thing, you can actually diminish your stress level, because you have something you can control. Everything else, the whole world could be blown up all around you.
Yeah.
If you can go in and get that time to yourself
Yeah.
and make yourself feel better,
Yeah.
it'll help you manage all of that craziness
That's
a little
that's
bit better.
that's the honest to God truth. Because I know, whenever I work out, whenever I go out to run, even when it's
Mhm.
cold, um, when I'm out there, I don't feel, if it's cold or not. I just
Mhm.
focus on the workout, the run, and just keep going. So,
And you
yeah,
and yourself.
exactly. And it makes a ton of difference when I'm done. I know a lot of people don't want to admit the vanity part of working out. I'm not one of those. You ask me, I'm like, I'm working out to look good. The help aspect of this is a bonus. So
I started working out at the age of 14.
wow.
Nobody at 14 is thinking about health.
No.
You know what I mean? Like you work out because you want to look good,
Yeah.
and it's okay
It's
to
okay.
want to look good.
Right.
Like, we're all human beings. We all want to look good. When we walk out in the morning, we don't, we don't walk out looking haggard,
Yeah.
because we want to look good.
Yeah.
Like I never understood this whole movement of not want of not accepting the vanity part of who we are.
Exactly.
Like I don't understand it.
Yeah.
This is human nature, and
Right.
the sooner we start to acknowledge who we are as human animals,
Yeah.
we will be a lot better off.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And if there's anything that I wanted to ask you about the Ngo effect. What
Yes.
can you break that down a little bit so that we can understand what that is?
Well, the Ngo effect is, I've actually talked about a lot of it, and it's me imparting my mindset to
Okay.
my clients. So any trainer can have you do squats, lunges, run on a treadmill, do elliptical machine. But the difference that I bring is I give you and I teach you mental toughness that not only helps you in the gym, but helps you in all parts of your life.
Mm,
So
wow.
that's the Ingo effect, is taking you from where you are to becoming a champion at
Wow.
everything that you do. Like somebody can come in the gym like, I want to work out, I want to do something. If your mind is not in it, if you don't but completely buy into what you're doing, it's not going to work. So for me, what I do is I give my clients and people that I work with the mental toughness to believe that they can run through that wall, that they can achieve anything.
Yeah.
And with that, if you travel and you go on vacation, you don't just lose your whole being. You still go on vacation, you enjoy yourself, but you remember that there's life after vacation.
Exactly.
So you keep it in mind and you come back and you get back to work. It becomes a lifestyle, not just something you do 2 weeks out of the year or when it's time to go to the beach. It becomes a lifestyle and you do it, something you think about every day, regardless of what's going on. You still show up for yourself.
Yeah.
It's about you and showing up for yourself constantly and every day, showing up for yourself.
Yeah.
That's what the Ngo effect is.
And that is like a good parting word for this show. Like, show up for yourself, do it for yourself, have the mental toughness to believe in yourself that you can really do anything, not just for working out, but in life in general, So I think that's huge. That's like a big takeaway to start 2021 with, because 2020
it's crazy. Like, people always say, I pray that 2021 brings you the joy and laughter and the good things and the roses. I'm like, no.
You got to
want to pray for strength and wisdom to handle anything that is thrown at you. Right. That is what you want. You want strength and wisdom to handle anything. Like, look at how 2021 started. Insane. That crazy. Nobody would have ever thought that anybody in their right mind would try to storm the Capitol building.
6th day of the year, just the 6th day.
Okay. The year just started. Okay, you're talking about roses, and I wish you all the best, and I wish you the prosperity, and no.
Yeah.
We have to keep fighting.
Yes.
We have to keep fighting, and we need the strength and stamina to continue to fight. Yeah. Or else we're not going to make it.
No.
We don't know.
Joe Biden said democracy is a fight. We got to keep fighting for it.
Of course. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know how long, the vaccine's coming out. Yes, but we don't know fully what the vaccine is. We don't know exactly how long this COVID thing is going to last. Yeah. If you don't have the strength and stamina, you're not going to make it. Yeah. So that is the focus for this year. Be ready, willing, and able to fight. Yeah. And continue to fight. And that's where fitness comes in too. You got to be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
to be strong and healthy to fight to the end.
That's awesome. We're going to make it through 2021 started shaky, but
exactly.
We're going to make it through. The breakdowns that we've seen happen could possibly be for something bigger to happen. So we'll wait, and as long as we keep being strong and adding prayer to it as well doesn't hurt, so we're keeping the faith. And please tell our viewers, and I know you did mention that you are working on an app that is coming out, that people can work. Is there any other program that you are working on? How can we support your business and what you're doing? Where can we find you? Although where can we find you? I have it scrolling at the bottom, but talk to us about how we can support, because I'm all about bringing people on the show and actually, helping in any way we can.
Helping them feed their kids.
And nothing wrong with that.
Listen, that's why we bring these kids into this world, to get them better, make them better than we are. But
by the way, 2 beautiful kids.
Thank you, Chioma and Amara.
Yes.
But please, in all seriousness, support by going to ngookafor.com, download the program. The subscription-based program will be out within a month.
Okay.
And it'll be on my website as well. So go to the website and download the program, and we'll actually take the emails from the people that have bought the program and give them a free month to the platform. So you get the program and you get access to the video platform.
Oh, nice.
So it's a win-win.
It is a win-win. Let us know when that works, just so we can, shout it out. I'll shout it out on my pages as well once that launches too. So keep me posted on that for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you supporting, having me on the show. Like I sent you a message and you responded, and I appreciate that. Thank
Thank,
you.
thank you for reaching out. I've always wanted to have you on the show, but I'm like, he's a celebrity. I don't know. Like, can
Uh,
I really?
Listen, if for me, once it's in Dubai, like I'm always, always there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I
Support each other,
appreciate
of
that.
course. Of
Thank you.
course.
And thank you, everybody, for watching. The show is going to live on Facebook, on YouTube at the News with Obi. And after tonight, by Monday or Sunday, I will have it up on podcast, Apple Podcasts, all those platforms. There's so many of them that I'm on that I can't even remember. You can also tell Alexa to play the News with Obi podcast and it'll pull it up. So,
Wow. Okay.
yeah. So please support and check out Ngo. You're not going to lose your motivation again once you check him out. Please go to his page so you can see what I
Never,
never, never. All right.
All right.
So much for being on the show and have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
All right.
All right.